In our brain we have a virtual body with millions of body maps coordinated together to allow us to feel sensations and also movement. As a part of this, it's also mapping out the space around us and the space we occupy. We call this our peripersonal space. And we have a certain space around us that when things start to enter that space, we will then possibly see it as a threat. So our protective outputs will be increased. And this will change depending on where we are in our environment and what is going on in our world. So if we're on a busy train, our space will become smaller. Whereas if we're walking through a forest by ourselves, you will suddenly notice anyone coming up very close to you. So recently, I hurt my finger. It was either a shark attack or I got it stuck between a winch rope and the car. Either way, I've sliced the top of my finger off. So at the moment, I have a much larger protective area around the hand. And if anyone starts encroaching in on that space, I'll automatically withdraw it, or my vision will be taking in everything that's going on around it to really make sure it is being protected. So it's got a much larger peripersonal space. Last week I dropped my kids off at school, and as I was walking through the schoolyard, there were kids running around everywhere, throwing balls, and this space became even larger again. It was like a large protective bubble, and every single threat that was happening around me I was absorbing, all in the aid of trying to protect this finger. Now this is a fantastic adaptation in the short term, but it becomes a problem when the injury is healed and the threat has passed, but our brain still perceives there to be a threat. So we'll then change the way we move. We become very protective of an area. And this in itself for chronic pain is not a good thing because it increases the chances of your protective outputs like pain being produced. So here in the clinic, what we'll do is we'll start getting you moving again. We'll start having greater exposure to things entering this peripersonal space and gradually making that space more healthy again.